Is the Pixel 10 really a phone from the future? Or is Google just giving us the same phone with some shiny AI features? That's the big question. Some people believe it's a bold step forward, while others think Google is using AI to distract us from the fact that the hardware hasn't really improved. The easiest way to describe the Pixel 10 is this: it feels more like an AI gadget than a regular smartphone. Almost every new thing about this phone is linked to AI, not the hardware. That's where Google's focus is this year. Yes, there are a few updates. The Tensor G5 chip is here, which powers the Pixel 10 series. The Pro Fold model now has dust protection, and Qi wireless charging has been added. Those are good updates, but honestly, they don't feel like big steps forward. For the most part, the Pixel 10 lineup looks a lot like the Pixel 9 series. The regular Pixel 10 now includes a telephoto camera, which is rare on a base model flagship and definitely a nice touch. But here's the strange part: the main camera is actually a step down compared to before. So while Google is showing off all these AI-powered camera tricks, the actual camera hardware doesn't feel better. That raises the question: are we really moving forward or just moving sideways? When you look at the specs, the Pixel 10 shows one of the smallest upgrades we've seen in years. Aside from AI features, there's not much that feels exciting. And let's be honest, Google has already been selling AI as the main attraction. For the last two Pixel generations, the issue with AI features is that they sound very cool when you first hear about them. On day one, you'll probably try out ProRace Zoom, Magic Q, or Conversation Suggestions. But after the excitement fades, most people don't use these features every day. At that point, you're left with a phone that has okay performance, a battery that slows down over time, and hardware that doesn't fully match the high price. Take ProRace Zoom, for example. The promise is that you'll be able to zoom in on something far away, like a license plate or a sign, and still see details clearly. That sounds amazing, but the reality is that the camera isn't capturing those details. The AI is filling in the blanks, creating a best guess version of what should be there. Sure, the photo looks sharp, but it's not truly real. It's an AI-generated image, not a camera-captured one. Photography is starting to look less about reality and more about AI polishing. Then there's Magic Q, the feature that suggests what you should say in conversations. That might sound helpful in theory, but it also feels a little strange. Do we really want our phone writing our responses for us? Jokes, sarcasm, or just being spontaneous, these are human touches that AI can't truly replace. Having a machine suggest every reply could make interactions feel less genuine. This is why many people feel like Google is losing focus. Instead of improving important basics like battery life, charging speed, or raw power, Google is investing most of its energy into AI features that not everyone will use. And then there's the price. The Pixel 10 is still priced like a true flagship phone. But when you compare it to competitors like Apple or Samsung, it doesn't fully live up to that cost. The Tensor G5 chip is fine for daily use, but it's not the fastest processor out there, and when you're spending this much, you expect top-level performance. Battery performance is another concern. Over time, it slows down, giving you shorter usage, longer charging, and even heating issues. These aren't minor problems, they're core issues. AI and cameras are great add-ons, but speed and power are things you depend on every single day. If those fail, the whole phone feels weaker. Google may be taking a big risk here. The Pixel brand became popular because of its clean software, great cameras, and simple design. But now, with Google focusing so heavily on AI while ignoring the basics, it could lose the trust it has built over the years. Of course, there's another side to this. Maybe Google isn't lost at all. Maybe this is the direction smartphones are heading. Features like real-time voice translation could change the way we use phones if they actually work well. Maybe Google is simply one step ahead and we just don't fully see it yet, but as of now, It feels like we're paying flagship prices for mid-range specs and features that might not matter in daily use. Until Google finds the right balance between innovation and essentials like speed, battery, and durability, the Pixel 10 may feel less like the future and more like a shiny experiment. So what do you think? Did Google make a mistake with the Pixel 10, or is this really the first step into a new AI-powered future for smartphones?